they wanted to do. And that wasn't bad at all. Great, dude! Look at aesthetic! You're looking huge, bro! That's my GOAT! That's my GOAT!
Hey folks, I'm Andre, Game Director of League of Legends, here to welcome you to Season 2022. On behalf of the entire dev team, thank you for tuning in from around the world to help us kick off the next year of League together. This year, we're focusing on the thing that keeps us coming back to League. Whether you play on PC, mobile, or are a diehard esports fan, we want to give you more ways to join in the competition across League's ecosystem. No matter if your focus is on climbing the ranked ladder, mastering the main, or cheering on your favorite team, there should be something for you to look forward to this season. Now, today we'll hear from folks on League PC, Wild Rift, and esports, as we'll share some of our plans for the new year.
Let's go.
We've got a lot in store, so let's jump right into it. I'm going to hand things over to the League team, who will share a sneak peek at some of the new champions, skins, and gameplay changes headed your way.
Let's hear it, man. Let's hear it. Excited. Looking forward to it.
Hey, everybody.
Bright Moon! Let me see the smile, bro!
On League of Legends.
There it is!
And I'm
here we go!
To welcome you all to Season 2022. Let's get things started with a quick recap of the changes we made this preseason.
God damn it! Every time I see Tech map, I see Bright Moon's fucking smile.
For the last few years, we've usually used preseason to make big changes to one of League's underlying systems, such as items, runes, or the Elemental Rift.
What a disaster
that was. This preseason, we wanted to look at all of our systems and make smaller, targeted improvements across the board.
There was no improvements.
So, we added some items, like a new tank mythic for supports who want to dive into the action.
Not bad, not a bad item.
And a new mage mythic for champs who need some help surviving burst damage.
A little strong, there's so much damage in the game.
There are also new legendaries for tanks, mages, and assassins.
Tank one sucks.
You'll see some adjustments to keystone runes, including lethal tempo, which now grants ramping attack speed and increases your attack range. Glacial augment fires multiple slow rays that also reduce enemy damage.
Also broken, but people don't even know how broken it is.
And prototype Omnistone has retired. Taking its place is a brand new keystone, First Strike, which amplifies your damage and grants gold if you're the one to, well, strike first.
I think it's overrated, though.
Beyond items and runes, we've also expanded the bounty system with the addition of objective bounties.
I don't mind them.
These give your team additional gold for taking epic monsters or turrets if you fall behind.
I don't mind
objective bounties. And finally, my personal favorite, dragons. First up is the new Hextech Dragon, whose soul gives your autos and abilities a chain slow effect. When she takes over the rift, Hextech gates appear in set locations that transport you around the map.
Watch your mouth now,
and then there's her sister, the Chemtech Dragon. This dragon's soul lets you keep on fighting even after death.
And we understand
this a little bit, when she putrefies the rift, camouflage zones appear in the jungle. While these changes are expanding systems, rather than overhauling them, they should still have an impact on your games. We're excited to see your new outplays and big brain strategies, especially now that LP's back on the line and Pro Play is kicking off soon. As always, we'll be keeping an eye on things, and we'll continue making adjustments in the months ahead. Now let's talk about some of the new changes you'll see this year.
Not gonna talk about it? Remove it, bro! Identity customization.
We've been talking about creating more ways to express your personality and achievements as League players for a while now. For some of you, ranked is how you define progress.
That doesn't even look good!
But for those of you who aren't focused on the climb, there haven't always been good ways to show off.
That was the only reason I even ranked up the challenger was for that little innovation.
We're launching a new way for you to express yourself in League.
How can you compare that?
Something that probably looks familiar are the redesigned ranked crests. But if you don't want to intimidate your friends with your challenger crest, or maybe your gold one doesn't really match your favorite icon,
is that why they're doing it?
Then we have good news. You'll finally be able to choose your level border from any of the ones you've already collected. Now let's get to the really new stuff, challenges. Challenges track your progress in League in ways that aren't tied to specific champions, like winning the perfect game, soloing Baron, and even dancing with Shelly as the enemy nexus explodes.
What's it called? Eternals or something?
Each challenge levels up from Iron to Challenger as you make progress. So if you're the best at sniping dragons from the enemy team, or maybe your vision control is unmatched, now you can finally prove it. You can showcase any 3 challenges you'd like in loading screens and game lobbies, and you can track all of your progress on your profile.
This is so like casual play,
there
like
are 5
players.
categories of challenges.
Or like normal game players.
Veterancy challenges track stuff you achieve mostly by playing League over time, like earning mastery points, securing first bloods, and dodging skill shots. The next group is expertise. Whereas veterancy gets you points for playing a lot, expertise asks you to do it with finesse.
Yeah, like
this includes mechanical and technical skills, like dodging multiple skill shots in a row, fully stacking mage eyes before 20 minutes, or stealing the enemy jungler's buffs. Teamwork and strategy challenges reward you for mastermind plays and working together as a team. Winning games with an open nexus, getting kills by roaming, and winning clash games are all good examples.
So can you see these in the loading screen or something?
If you like showing off the things you've collected, or maybe you just take pride in being a completionist, then the collection category is for you. Collection challenges include things like unlocking skins and summoner icons, rekindling Eternals, and even progressing through other challenges. And finally, imagination challenges track some of the more unique things you do in League. Hitting snowballs in ARAM, surviving a fight with a single digit of health, and taking down enemies in their own fountain are just a few examples.
Is that not literally Eternals?
Like with individual challenges, your performance in each category also ranks up, from Iron to Challenger. So if you swear you're a mechanical god with moves like Mako, now you have a way to prove it.
I'm just gonna play for challenges.
In addition to these 5 categories, there are also legacy challenges.
Let's go, baby!
Which are earned by being part of historic League moments or are only progressible during set periods of time. Some challenges track your progress within each season.
Challenger challenge.
And there's even one that shows if you're a battle-scarred player who's been here since beta.
Oh, sweet.
The progress you make across all challenges feeds into your challenge crystal, which upgrades as you go.
Oh, let's go.
Certain challenges also come with regional leaderboards, which work a lot like the ranked ones.
I'm gonna be the
There's
highest
a limited number
challenge in
of
the world.
Grandmaster and Challenger slots, so you'll need to keep making progress to hold on to that rank.
Oh, hell yeah.
Finally, you can show the world you've completed some of the more difficult challenges with titles, which are earned when you hit certain milestones.
Dragon Master!
For example, winning a lot with an open nexus will earn you the title The Comeback Kid. Other titles include KDA Player, Flame Horizon, and Unkillable Demon King.
What's Flame Horizon?
All of the identity changes will be rolling out over the next few months, and we'll continue adding more new challenges throughout the year. Before I go, I've got a quick note to share with you on ranked this season.
Okay.
Last year, we softened the ranked reset so that you'd start closer to where you ended the year before. But it ended up being a little bit too soft. Some of you who dove headfirst into ranked started losing more LP than you were gaining because your rank overtook your MMR too quickly. And that sucks.
Yeah.
This season, we're resetting ranks to a more traditional degree. And paired with tuning adjustments we made last year,
just hard reset
your MMR and LP will stay closer together, making your climb smoother throughout 2022. That's all I have to share with you today. I hope the new year brings you a little joy, lots of LP, and endless fun with friends. Thank you so much for watching.
His damn smile.
Hey everyone, I'm John.
Yo, Johnny! I just see you
product
get bad.
lead for personalization and events on League of Legends. Let's jump right into our plans for the new year.
I had lovely mythic content and event passes.
Okay, we've been talking about improving League's event passes for years, but it's actually happening in 2022.
Okay.
For real this time. This summer, we're launching a new event pass that should make your progress and rewards easier to follow. Event tokens are still at the heart of the system.
I mean, dude,
but
you have to
earn
remember,
from a new rewards track.
This is the
Play
casual
matches
League
and complete
player.
missions to make progress.
This is their
and
target
collect emotes,
audience.
loot, and essences all along the way.
I'm not
Then,
their target audience.
like today,
the fucking
convert your
psychopath
tokens
who
for the rewards
grinds
that you
rank
care about
for
the most,
20 hours a day.
like exclusive chromas
I'm not their
or the
target.
event's prestige skin.
Consumer.
Over the past year,
consumer.
we've experimented with some
They don't
bigger
make any money
adjustments,
off me. Well,
but
I mean,
something that we've heard from you all is that the
streamer.
power to choose your rewards with tokens is something you really like about League's event system. So rather than reinvent the wheel, we focused on making event progress clear and more satisfying. Now, if you were watching closely, you may have noticed a new type of essence in the reward track. Along with the new event pass, we're also going to be completely revamping League's mythic content, which includes Hextech skins, prestige skins, and gemstones.
Oh, he said mythical
The
items.
new purple essence you saw is Mythic Essence. which will replace gemstones and prestige points as League's main rare currency moving forward.
Wait, do I lose my gemstones?
You'll be able to get Mythic Essence in all of the same places you get gemstones and prestige points today.
Or is it converted?
And Mythic Essence never expires.
Bro, I have 50 gemstones.
When Mythic Essence launches in a few months, gemstones and prestige points will retire. Until then, the final prestige point shop will remain open, so be sure to spend all your points because they won't transfer over.
Better convert me.
Gemstones, on the other hand, will be automatically converted into Mythic Essence. So feel free to harness your heart's content.
My dog, I see
You'll be able to use your Mythic Essence in the new rotating Mythic shop, which has an assortment of different goodies, but 2 main types of skins. We've consistently heard that Hextech skins just really aren't hitting the mark for a skin line that's supposed to be rare and valuable. So we've decided to introduce seasonal Mythics. Seasonal Mythics will have a new thematic each year. For 2022, we're developing Ashen Knights, where ancient warriors once fought to rid the world of magic, but instead witnessed their kingdom fall to ash, darkness, and ruin. Another thing we've heard from you all is that it sucks if you missed your chance to get a prestige skin for your main. Maybe you took a break from League or just didn't have the time to get Prestige Arcade Caitlyn.
Yeah.
When the new Mythic shop launches, you'll finally have a second shot to unlock past Prestige skins.
You don't get Prestige skins
with
LPP.
The Mythic shop will feature a new set of unvaulted Prestiges. You won't find the newest Prestige skins here, but once they've been out for at least a year, any Prestige can show up in the shop. There's also a special call-out for 2018 and 2019 Prestige skins. Back then, once an event ended, those skins were only available through a lucky loot roll. There was no end-of-year chance to unlock them with Prestige points. We're going to bring back Prestige skins from 2018 and 2019, but to recognize the investment of the OG owners, we're creating an updated version of each of these skins, which will be free for everyone who already owns it. This updated version won't be available in the shop, and it's just a way for us to acknowledge your early commitment.
Little gold tail.
We've heard that Prestige skins sometimes feel like fancy gold chromos that just aren't worth the grind.
That's what I just said.
So shortly after the new Mythic shop opens, we're going to be buffing the time and effort we put into Prestige skins. This includes a unique splash art and brand new VFX, and other ways to accessorize your Prestige skins that'll be released this year.
The fuck?
Finally, we're also introducing a new feature called Loot Milestones, which give you bonus rewards from opening set amounts of loot. There are 2 types of milestones on the way. One is a repeatable track that you can complete over and over by opening Masterwork chests. The other is a one-time track with an exclusive Prestige skin at the end of it, and is only available alongside smaller events without event passes.
Wait, look at that, like,
Our goal with all of these changes is to make League's Mythic content better for everyone, in terms of clarity, choice, and rewards.
AKA, you guys
There's a lot more detail than what I'm mentioning here, so we'll also be releasing an explainer.
You guys are in the red,
the nuts and bolts of
revenue-wise. You are in the road. Good luck, guys. This will be your final year.
There are no plans for League of Legends 2, so we're committed to updating the game over time as part of a broader effort to modernize your experience on your favorite champions. Last year, we shipped a major update to Caitlyn, modernizing her base skin, animations, and VFX, as well as most of her skins and splashes. This year, we'll be focusing on Ahri, one of our older yet most popular champs in League. She doesn't have back animations, and the animations that she does have just feel extremely dated. Not only for her base skin, but for all epic skins that use the same foundation.
If they ever start touching Ahri,
you can expect to see a Caitlyn level update for Ahri later this year.
Or skins for Ahri or Lux.
That's all I've got for today.
They're losing money.
Wait, you didn't seriously think I'd leave without showing you some of our skins and thematics that we're working on, did you?
I thought you were going to leave, actually.
In previous years, we've listed out champions that haven't gotten a skin in more than 1,000 days, called the 1,000-Day Club. That list is pretty short today, but we want it to be gone for good. Now, I'm sure there's somebody out there furiously writing up a post in Gangplank main saying, Riot literally hates this champ. But hold up, let's look at the list of champs that are going to see some love this year. Gangplank, Fiddlesticks, Rek'Sai, Trundle, Rel,
this is visual update, right?
And the Donger. There will be more that aren't listed here, but if you're starving for a skin, hang in there. We know that you're counting the days, and we are too. Now, in terms of thematics, we're going to be revisiting a few popular ones this year, like High Noon, Star Guardians, and Bees. We're always looking for opportunities to bring back older universes in new ways. This time around, we found some inspiration looking at an old standalone skin and reimagining it in a world that could exist today. Set in a near future, dying Earth, humanity faces resource shortages and the deadly invasion of an ancient high-tech army. In one final attempt to save themselves, the world bands together to create their only hope for survival.
It's like a movie recap.
A superpower warrior armed with incredible technology, the Battle Bunny. Anima Squad has everything you'd expect to see in a futuristic thematic, like sleek, high-tech armor,
Did he just do
warriors,
that? He's making it seem epic as fuck, and
You'll
it's
also
like
see a
Battle
familiar
Bunny.
face return in a new
Nice
state-of-the-art
fucking
outfit.
titties in your face, bro. Like,
Speaking of revamping old skins and thematics, we need your help choosing
I
which
thought it was gonna be
thematic
like
we should
battle
modernize
worn,
next.
rugged.
Similar to what we did with High Noon. So this week, you can vote for which thematic you
Battle
want to see
Bunny,
revamped the
fuck
most,
off.
from Infernal, Gothic, or Arclight. Infernal is all about fire as a power fantasy. If we were to reignite this
Infernal
thematic,
Karthus is
we'd
actually
want to
nuts.
deepen or expand
It's one of
what
his
that
best.
fantasy
I
looks
think it's
like.
honestly better than Pinta. It's one of his best
Gothic
skins.
is a thematic that we haven't touched in a decade,
And it has
before
sick
thematics
promos.
were even really a thing. So we'd really want to create a universe for it, on par with today's skin lines.
That Gothic.
And finally, there's Arclight. If Arclight wins, we'd want to magnify its core themes of divine light, justice, and order to make it feel even grander.
Might have to get a few Gothic skins.
You can vote for which thematic you'd most like to see revamped in the League client this week. Just like last year, even if the thematic you chose doesn't win, it doesn't mean that it's never coming back.
Bullshit. We want
Speaking
Bubblegum
of
Trist.
which, Monster Tamers, the third place in last year's thematic vote, will be coming out later this year. Finally, our first new thematic of the year will be a celebration of the Lunar New Year. Porcelain blends elegant traditional imagery with the ferocity and power of the tiger. In
Pretty
addition
sick.
to Porcelain, we're also going to be revisiting a well-loved favorite this year. All right, fam, that's it for today.
Okay.
I can't
I
express
bet.
enough how
Good
thankful
looks.
I am that I
Good
get
looks.
to be here and represent the hard work of our teams. The only reason we're able to continue to invest into League year over year is
don't know
because
work,
of you
bud. You don't
and
know
your
work.
support.
This is what I'm
Thanks for
doing some
playing.
work.
Hi, I'm Ryan Reeve-Morellis,
What up, Ryan?
lead on the Champions team at Riot. I'm here today to talk to you about our plans for Champions in 2022.
Okay, bet.
Now, in the last roadmap, I shared that we'd be pushing the next 2 Champion releases into 2022. At the time, we weren't sure how it would impact our schedule, but now we have a clearer picture, so I'd like to share an update. Our goal last year was to release a champion for every lane, with the exception of mid, which would be receiving 2. When we were
Too many, bro.
planning
Too many.
champions for this year, it became clear that we wouldn't be able to target the same goal for 2022, while still giving each champion the time and attention they would need. So we'll be slowing down
I just
a
laughing
little.
at his hair. I don't think it's that bad.
Well, we
Is it-
want to get
is that like a
champions
style?
out for as
Mohawk.
many of you as possible. It's more important to us that we release champions when they are ready, even if that means we don't hit a specific quota for the year. Take last year, for example, when we delayed Vex to build out her tech. We were worried about
One of the better
disappointing you
champs.
all, but when we saw your reaction to her release, we knew we made the right call.
He wasn't.
We know it feels bad to wait over a year for a new champion to play, so we're still going to aim for a spread of champions for each lane over a multi-year basis. We just might not hit every role every year.
It's all good, bro.
We will probably still make more champions for mid lane, so we can try to hit a good split between mages and assassins.
We don't gotta make any more.
Now let's talk about some of the new champions coming this year.
We don't need champ. We need the game pick. Oh god, here we go. Could I fucking drop a new teaser, bro? We've already seen this.
You wanna mess with him? You got to deal with me first. Again?
I've already reacted to this. Should I fake react? Fuck it. I'm done petting you,
Come
man.
on.
Out of juice. Showtime. I like her music. I like the background music.
Whoa, got to hurry. That's my team you're messing with.
Ash. Probably her auto cue.
Lightning in a gun coming through. If the Chem Barons couldn't keep me down, no one can.
And this Aragon's trash, bro. You flash that. You guys haven't used abilities.
Just a little closer.
I bet she has to charge her autos. Or whatever. I like the music.
Change of plans. Let's make sure we go out with a boom!
Somebody said that makes use a random ability.
I guess Mom was right. The bigger they are, the faster they fizzle.
I ain't doing any fizzle.
Not again.
So our first new champion this year is Zeri, an electrifying neon-colored ADC from Zon. Zeri's a hyperactive bot lane carry whose kit takes inspiration from shooters, specifically from machine guns and assault rifles. She has a pretty unique playstyle for an ADC. So instead of auto-attacking, her Q is a skill shot that she uses to do everything other bot laners would use their auto-attacks for. Zeri still has an auto-attack, it's just not her primary way to farm, do damage, or take objectives. It's meant to be used sparingly at just the right moments. Her auto-attacks also count as spells. This means that they could trigger item effects that normally trigger with spells instead of autos. This leads to a rapid-fire play pattern that we hope feels unique from other champions.
So she
basically, if you want to play Zeri, my advice is to never stop moving. The next champion we'll be releasing this year is a new enchanter. When we were thinking about the type of support we wanted to make, we looked at the enchanter cast overall. There were a lot of lighthearted, colorful, good-aligned champions there. And we felt support players deserve something more sinister and dark to balance out that cheery brightness in the role. We also wanted to make a champion whose theme and kit make support players feel like the boss that they are. All you support players know what I'm talking about. Those damage carries always get all the credit, but it's always been you, behind the scenes. Keeping them alive with your buffs, constantly saving them from certain death. How could they make all those sick plays without you?
This isn't
and
season
if any
3,
of you
bro.
support players out there know what I'm talking about, then I think you're gonna go berserk over this new enchanter. So after the new dark support, we...
You okay, bro? What the fuck?
I see it. I see everything. The Lavender Sea. Purple cities cover the land. She rules over it all. My Empress. This is what Runeterra should be.
What the fuck's going on?
True form. The city of Belfast shall fall first. Beautiful Remora swimming endlessly through cities of lavender, overwhelming everything in her path, consuming us. We are all
There's an icon in the background.
Where am I?
That is a champion teaser. I wonder...
Season start? You were kind of rambling. You okay?
Yeah, I'm good.
I gotta think
Where
that
was I in the script?
I think that's really happened.
Just getting ready to tell us about the new jungler?
Oh, yeah, that's right. So after the new support, we've been hard at work on a terrifying new jungler who's ramping up to swarm the Rift later this year. I'll just leave it at that for now.
He wasn't acting.
Just talking about it is starting to bring back that uneasy feeling.
Dude, you could tell it wasn't scripted because the cameraman was
so that's all for new champions.
Straighten him out.
But what about BGUs? Later this year, we're releasing the champion you all voted for last year, Udyr. We have a dev blog coming out today that dives deeper into his update. But we do have one small change that we wanted to share here. We know that Udyr's antlers weren't really hitting the mark for many of you,
this champ's gonna
even after the tweets. And once we got them in game, we also realized they weren't really needed for a unique silhouette. So we removed them. Goodbye, antlers. Be sure to check out the dev blog to see all the awesome progress that the team has made so far
He's got
on
that, like,
Udyr.
strongman strength.
But that's not all the news for you VGU fans out there. We will also have a new vote going live today, where we will once again ask you all to vote for a champion to receive a VGU next year. So Shyvana, Nocturne, and Skarner will be returning, but they'll be joined by some new contenders with Tryndamere and Kog'Maw. Make sure to check out the poll to learn more about why we chose these 5 champions, as well as our design goals for each of them. And that just about wraps it up for what we want to share today. But before we go, here's a quick teaser for a new, very mysterious, non-traditional bot lane champion we'll be whipping out later this year.
Oh my god.
Thanks so much for watching, and make sure to check out our newest champion, Zeri, on PBE, or when she releases in a few weeks. I'll see you on the Rift.
Wait, that was the teaser? That little icon? Come on. It's gameplay.
Hello everyone. Alan here from the Wild Rift team to share a first look at what we have in store for you all. This year, we'll be releasing more features made specifically for Wild Rift players, like Season 2 of Guild vs. Guild and new Wild Passes.
This is our boy,
we also want to keep bringing the full
career.
League experience to your phones with new champions, skins, and events. In particular, there's one big change headed your way in just a few months.
This is how party pays the bills. This is important. Focus up.
For those of you who play League on PC, this update will look familiar.
That's me.
We're making Wild Rift Elemental. These plans are in the works, as we're still figuring out the details, but this is what we're thinking so far.
Okay.
In Wild Rift right now, there are 4 elemental dragons for you to defeat. But soon, each game, one element will eventually dominate the rift, permanently altering the map.
Bro.
Each elemental rift will impact team fights, vision, and objective control in ways that will shape your team's path to victory differently from one game to the next.
Does anybody know the numbers?
For example, the Infernal Dragon knocks down walls and burns away brush.
I know mobile games are
The Mountain Dragon creates new terrain in the jungle. Ocean Dragon sprouts more brush and spawns extra honey fruit. And the Cloud Dragon turns pathways into wind tunnels that increase your movement speed.
Crazy good.
Like today, each Elemental Dragon will grant your team unique buffs. But with the Elemental Rift, if your team is the first to slay 3 dragons, you'll get a powerful advantage called the Dragon Soul, which matches that game's Rift. Taking down an Infernal Dragon will power up your team with bonus attack damage and ability power. If you claim the Infernal Dragon Soul, your autos and abilities will create explosions on impact. The Mountain Dragon will help you stand strong, giving your team bonus armor and magic resist with a soul that protects you with a powerful shield.
Basic souls.
The Cloud Dragon will let you zip through the rift, granting bonus movement speed and slow resistance.
Well, the players actually
if you claim this soul, you'll move even faster after casting your ultimate. Finally, the Ocean Dragon will help your team recover from battles with passive health restoration. With this soul, your team will get extra healing when damaging enemies. You're probably wondering what our plans are for Elder Dragon.
Dude, if
We're
you
still
haven't
working on how to bring the behemoth to Wild Rift, and we'll know more in a few months.
And Wild Rift is actually better than Leagues. Like, actually better.
Now let's talk about something you'll get your fists on in patch 3.0. Set is a brawling pit boss with a heart of gold. Just don't tell his mother what he does for a living. With a powerful 1-2 punch, Set will be smashing faces in the Baron lane, where it will take more than a few hits to knock him out. Initiate fights with stylish suplexes, using enemy champions against their allies. Your chance to flex with Set is coming later this month. But if this beefy brawler isn't to your style, then perhaps a fluffy magical cat is. Yumi is a playful support who's all about teamwork. She attaches to her allies and becomes untargetable, buffing them with increased stats, heals, shields, and zoomies. But this kittie's got claws. Yumi can bop enemies for a powerful shield and use her magical book to root them in place, giving her allies the perfect opportunity to land a finishing blow. Then it's time for a quick catnap in a warm ray of sun. Yumi prowls onto Wild Rift next month in the Yumi's Adventure event.
Let's go.
We've been working hard to make sure that you all have multiple champions that you really like to play in Wild Rift.
Baby. Time to grind.
Last year, our goal was to release an average of 2 a month, and we beat that with 29.5 champions, if you count Mundo's VGU. Going into 2022, we are going to be slowing down the number of new champions we release by just a bit. But there are still loads more we want to bring over, and our next duo will be joining us from the Harmonious Islands of Ionia in patch 3.1.
Oh, Wild Pass, let's go!
Every patch, we introduce a new Wild Pass so you have more rewards to unlock as you play.
Like Battle Pass.
You'll be able to get your hands on a brand new pass featuring Hexplorer Galio later this month. This will be our last Hexplorer skin for now, as we've got a new thematic we're really excited about for the following pass.
Me too.
Last year, we introduced guilds with the goal of giving you a way to progress and play with your friends, and a way to earn more rewards together.
This shit, that's my
We also added Guild vs. Guild, a competition where guilds fight for different champions and are matched against opposing guilds each week. Guild members can play games to earn points and unlock rewards like baubles, player emblems, and Poro coins. Guild vs. Guild will be returning this year with next season's competition set in Ionia.
Let's go.
You can start fighting for the first lands later this month. For 2022, we're changing how we work with League PC on shared events and thematics.
Okay.
We want to make sure that when we come together, it feels really meaningful, where we each bring our best to the table, even if that means we don't release the same things as each other. That means a few things. For one,
guys,
we'll still be partnering up with League PC going forward, but in 2022, we might feature different content in our shared moments. This could mean that we create brand new skins for an existing theme, or we might look into the back catalogue to bring over some classics. We're also aiming to release more Wild Rift events this year with less downtime between each one.
Yes.
And now, in classic Wild Rift style, it's time for the skin montage.
Woo! Their skins don't look bad either.
Finally, our next big event will be a celebration of the Lunar New Year. We've got loads of stuff in store, including firecracker skins for Timo,
every year.
Diana,
Caleb
Xinjiao,
said, is it every year or is it every couple of years?
And Tristana, all of which will also be coming to League PC. The celebration will begin at the end of January. We look forward to seeing you there.
Chinese New Year, yeah, because I know they like shut. Like,
thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you have a brilliant time playing Wild Rift this year. I'll see you next time.
All right, bud, bet. Talk to me about esports. Let's go.
Hey everyone, I'm Leo, the global head of Wild Rift Esports.
Yo!
Last year, we started our journey to build a new global sport for mobile players and fans. And we're so proud of the reception Wild Rift Esports received during its 2021 debut.
Wait, is that talking about Wild Rift Esports?
Our first international tournament, the Wild Rift Horizon Cup.
Wait, do you think they'll show
took place in
Tarkin?
Singapore, and it was so exciting to see it all come together. The top teams from around the world competed at the highest levels, and it was
C9?
incredible to see the first team to win an international competition
How'd they do?
and raise the Horizon Cup.
TKG are the champions of the Horizon Cup.
Now, we're ready to
C9
kick off
good?
2022 with the first official season of Wild Rift Esports. As we head into Season 1, I want to introduce you to the 8 regions that will be competing this year. These regions will be the foundation for a global competitive structure, bringing their own unique flavor and style to our sport.
Probably his team.
Let's check it out.
Bad team. Did it qualify? It's fine, bro.
Now moving on to Kaisa, who killer instincts into the back, but he's only so much he can get done. It's a killing spree.
Music's good. Is that Ross, the guy we have on PCS, or excuse me, Money Match? Oh, that's hype. The champ.
I get very hyped every time I watch this.
I was hyped too.
Now on to more exciting news. We're ready to unveil our competitive format. Regional competitions will run from January to May, featuring the best teams in unique leagues and tournaments around the globe. Regional champions will then qualify to our first official global tournament, the Wild Rift Icons Global Championship, which will take place this summer in Europe.
Oh, fuck.
Wild Rift Icons will be the highest level of competitive play and will crown the Wild Rift World Champion.
Oh my
The tournament
God.
will feature 24 teams, 8 qualifying straight from regional competitions, and 16 battling through the play-in stage. Following play-ins, the main event will include a group stage and a knockout stage with a big finals day to determine the champion. We'll share more specific details on the location, format, and dates soon. I'm looking forward to epic matches, fresh new faces, and an event you won't want to miss. Before we wrap up, I want to take a moment to thank our fans, players, and teams.
Usually they show more at
the community reception to the sport has been amazing, and we're very encouraged to continue investing and building the ecosystem with you for many years to come. So, let's get started.
Why would I get fucking
Wild Rift Esports Season 1
to watch a
begins
little
now.
Riot thing? They should talk about League Esports, I believe. What's next?
Hi, I'm Nazala Taha, Global Head of LoL Esports, and welcome to the 2022 season.
All right, let's hear it.
Pro players around the world are busy preparing for another exciting year of competition, and we're coming off a pretty incredible ride together in 2021. We saw some fresh faces assert their dominance on the spring and summer stages, with 100 Thieves winning their first LCS trophy, and Mad Lions starting a wild run with their LEC win in the spring. It wasn't all new defending champions, though. EDG, DK, and PSG Talent also came out on top in their leagues, while teams like Red Canids Kalunga, Galatasaray, and Peace made their world's debut. After a COVID-related hiatus in 2020, last year's MSI was our most successful one to date, with RNG's triumph over DK hitting a record-breaking MSI peak viewership of over 23 million. We missed you, MSI.
Oh, can I get a host?
Welcome back.
Can I get a host?
And of course, we culminated the season with another unforgettable Worlds. We got to see legends rise, rookies make their marks, and the greatest of our sport remind us of why they are just that. The fact that we got to hear Silver Scrapes 4 times in the knockout stage says it all. The finale between 2020 world champions Damwon Kia and Edward Gaming will no doubt go down in LoL Esports history as one of the most epic showdowns.
I mean, it was a pretty good overall. It was. There was lots of fights. Bro,
with
why?
EDG's phenomenal way was celebrated by millions in China and around the world. I'm excited and humbled to report
they didn't give Faker
that
any help ever. He's weak side minutes just like me.
We beat our viewership record for Worlds. You,
one blue buff, no help.
Fuel LoL Esports, and we cannot thank you enough for your energy, your insights, and your passion as we collectively continue to grow this sport we love. Now let's talk about our 12th season. After a very exciting off-season, rosters are set, 100+ teams around the world are gearing up, and our 12 regional leagues are ready to kick things off.
Excited to watch that.
To get ready for the first split of 2022, we sat down with 5 pros from around the world to find out what they're each aiming to accomplish this season. The full series will be released soon, but we have a sneak peek for you today.
All right,
Let's take a look.
Who we got? Who we got? Who we got?
They earned their spot to be here. All of that practice, all of those scrims, they are immediately my favorites for the title already. And we got a banger to start ourselves off.
Legendary like all my idols, coming for it all, and I can't wait. Success just called and I got me a date, so I grabbed my ambitions and I'm on my way. Cross the wrong line and it's bad news, might get burnt like a candle. We too hot to handle, world at my feet like a sandal. I only move when I plan to, your moves could get canceled.
In the end, it was themselves they had to overcome, their own mistakes, their own demons.
And finally, we are thrilled to have North America host Worlds this year. We're getting ready for a true continental tour as we head to Mexico City, then on to New York City, Toronto, and finally land in San Francisco for the finals. We'll have more to share in the coming months, so stay tuned. That's the latest from LoL Esports. Matches kick off next weekend. The hype is real, and we thank all the fans, pros, teams, and partners for joining us for what will undoubtedly be another amazing season.
Can't wait for Worlds on an
And with that, we've just about wrapped up our stream for today. But the year's just getting started.
Yeah,
we've got more ways to celebrate throughout the week with missions, exclusive in-game rewards, and player choice votes. Esports leagues around the world start kicking off their splits next week, And you can claim glory for yourself in Clash next weekend. We still have lots more in store for the year, so we'll keep sharing our plans for League throughout the season too. As always, thanks so much for watching. Best of luck on your climb, and welcome to Season 2022.
Alright, bud, showtime. Good luck. Anything else in there? Little teaser? Little leak? Yeah, nothing, huh? Alright. Let's watch the cinematic again. It should be out, right? Like the actual cinematic, like, which is like the small crop part. Yeah, the call. Let's watch this again. Take it all in. We've already watched it, but let's rewatch it.